Hey guys, William James here, and I want to do this quick video for anyone who is interested in cutting down the amount of time that they're spending doing their daily Facebook tasks, probably by about 90%, honestly. When I was first building an audience on Facebook, I used a tool like this to do it very quickly. And in particular, building up your audience, but also doing a lot of other tasks on Facebook can take a very, very long time, especially if you're creating a new profile and you're trying to get up to 5,000 friends. That can take like a year if you're doing it manually. And so a lot of people just don't have the time for that. So there are downsides to using tools, in that you don't get to look at every single person, individually and decide if they're the perfect friend for you and things like that. But if you just care mostly about not spending a year building your audience, you can build up to 5,000 friends in like a month or two using a tool. And I want to show you how to do that, and also some of the other features that this can help you cut down on. So this tool that I recently found, it's called Social Prospector Pro, and I really like it. I like it better than any of the other tools that I've ever used for a number of reasons, because it has some features that I've never seen all together in one tool before. So the first thing that I think a lot of you guys are going to be interested in this for, of course, is adding friends. And what this does basically is it allows you to add friends who have interacted with a certain post on Facebook. And what makes this tool, I think, superior to a lot of other ones is that they also allow you to only friend request people who live in the United States. So that is a very important thing to a lot of people. A lot of people are only wanting to have friends who are in the US, and using a tool can make it very difficult to do that because you don't have much control over where the people are living with a lot of tools. But this one does allow you to do that. So basically what this does, you open up a window on Facebook, and you would then go and find a post from some leader or something that you want to add the friends off of. So for instance, I'm not sure this is an ad, but I could, if I wanted to, add all of the people who have liked this ad, or I could go to a group or a page or some guru or something that is in my niche. Like I could go to ClickFunnels, for instance. And these are all people who are affiliates of ClickFunnels, so I know that they're affiliate marketers. For instance, I could add all of these people, or I could, add everyone who has interacted with this post, whatever, right? I recommend doing this not necessarily in ClickFunnels or something like that, but I recommend doing this with a leader in your industry who is, these are people who are going to be interested in whatever your niche is, right? So what that does, guys, is it allows you to just add 30, 40, 50, 60, 100, 200 friends at once and forget about it, so you don't have to spend so much time going through all those profiles. Yeah, so that's a really good way to build up your audience fast without having to worry about landing in Facebook jail. Because if you do this without a tool, a lot of the times you'll start getting these warnings saying you're adding too many friends and so on. This you can set it to give adequate time between the friend requests, right? So you can only send out a friend request every 5 minutes or something, and that way Facebook doesn't see it as spam, and you can set however many you want, and then you can go do something else. Huge time saver. Okay, so the other thing that you have to do a lot of the time when you're building your audience, and also once you have gotten up to a certain number of friends on Facebook, is you've got to get rid of people who are inactive. So there's two really cool ways to do that on here. And the first one is actually deactivated profiles. So this, you can actually scan for people on who you're friends with, whose profiles have actually been deactivated, like they have closed their Facebook account, and these are just completely dead. So you can get rid of these. I've never seen any other tool that allows you to do that. And then second, you can look for inactive friends. So you can scan all your friends, find the ones who are inactive, and start clearing them out. And what makes this tool really different and cool compared to other tools is they actually allow you, an inactive organizer, they allow you to actually select whether you want to organize your inactive friends by newest to oldest or oldest to newest. What's so cool about this is that if you select oldest to newest, I know that the people on the top of this list are people that I've been friends with for like years, right? With other inactive friend deleter tools that I've seen, the big problem with them is that they don't take into consideration how long you've been friends with the person. So you can have a list of inactive friends, but there's a bunch of people on there who, you may have added this week and they just haven't had a chance to engage on your content. Whereas with this, I can see, okay, I've been friends with these people for a year and they haven't engaged on my content in that entire time. The other thing you can do here, guys, is you can actually select the time frames over here. When you scan, you can actually select, you're looking for people who have not engaged in these time frames. So they have not engaged on any of your posts in 7 days, in 14 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or 365 days. So I know if somebody has not engaged on any of my content in a year, and I've been friends with them for over a year, they're probably not a great friend for me. However, I can also select the conversation filter and make sure that it doesn't pull up anyone that I've actually had a conversation with during those time frames, right? So there might be somebody who never interacts on my post, but I've been talking to them for 6 months. Yeah. So this gives you a lot of control over who you can delete and allows you to find exactly who you're looking for to delete, so you can keep your friends list clean and always be cycling through getting rid of people who aren't engaging and adding new people. That's how you keep your engagement really high, guys. So as you can see here, I have over 3,000 people out of the 5,000 friends that I have who do not engage, which is actually not that bad given that I have 5,000 friends, but I need to go through here and start getting rid of some of these people, right? So I'm going to be doing that shortly. Anyway, so let me show you some of the other things that this tool can do. So I showed you Post Friender. Oh, Member Friender. This tool allows you to add people who are in groups. So if you're in a bunch of groups, you hit Fetch Groups. It'll pull up the list of all the groups that you're in, and you can go in and actually start adding people out of those groups, and it allows you to select friends with things in common if you want to. Okay. So just another way to add targeted friends and build a targeted audience quickly. It of course has a mass messenger function, and what I like about this is that you can set the time range of people who have been added in the last 24 hours, the last 7 days, 2 weeks, 1 month, and 3 months to message, so that basically what this allows you to do is if you are adding a lot of people every day and you want to send out a message introducing yourself, which you should be doing, to all of your new friends, but you have like 50 or 100 new friends in a day, you can set this to only send messages out to the people that you've added today, and it will actually filter out whether it'll not send a message to them if they've already sent a message to you, or if you've already sent a message to them. So you're ensuring that you're only sending messages to people who have never spoken with you before, okay? So that way, if you want to send out a welcome message, you can automate that completely, which is pretty awesome. I showed you this. Oh, Group Inviter. This allows you to invite people to your group who are in similar groups. I showed you Deactive Profile. Okay, and so here under Extras, there's a bunch of other cool tools that are really great. So this one automatically scroll down your timeline, loving each post that you come across. So this is a nice way to bump up your algorithm. With what I teach, you're going to need to do more than this, but if you want to just run this post lover sometimes to keep your algorithm a little bit warm, that will help, okay? Friend request cancellation tool. This one is really important because you can only send out 1,000 friend requests that are not accepted or declined before Facebook prevents you from sending more friend requests. So you get to that point where you've got 1,000 friend requests out there just sitting there and people are neither accepting nor declining them. then you have to manually go through and delete all of those. It can take a very long time. So this allows you to get rid of all of those friend requests so that you can keep yourself adding new people, okay? Common auto replier tool. This one is great for if you are, like if you're posting in a work from home group, for instance, and you want to reply to all of the comments that you get, you can actually set this to reply to certain keywords or to reply to all the comments. And you can write, say, 10 different messages that can be going out in reply to all those comments so that you never have to worry about Facebook blocking you, and you never have to worry about actually doing that manually and having to spend all that time replying to every single comment. So that's a huge, huge time saver right there. Group remover tool, you can leave groups if you want. The fancy text tool allows you to create different fonts and bold your text and stuff on your Facebook post to help them stand out. Incoming friend request remover will delete friend requests that are coming in, and the page inviter tool you can use to invite people to like your page if you have a page. Okay, so those are all the features that this thing does. It's quite affordable. There's different plans you can check out, but this is a really good way, guys, to cut down on a lot of your time frames of stuff that you have to do on Facebook, so that you can really focus on, engaging, writing content, and talking to people, and you don't have to worry about all this kind of housekeeping stuff and building your audience. And you just always know that there's new people coming into the pipeline. They're getting sent a welcome message. And so all you basically have to do is reply to the people who are interested in talking to you, the people who are, open to communicating. So this cuts down time frames immensely. All right. So if you would like to pick it up, I'll have a link below in the description of this video. Go down into the description, click the link. You can check out the page and the different plans that they offer. It's very affordable, super easy to use, and yeah, best Facebook tool I've ever seen. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. Hope this makes sense, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.